hypothalamic hormone, thyroid and antithyroid drugs, adrenal drugs, pancreatic drugs. So here we are, what we are talking about. So I, Hemant Vashisht, and my team is going to start the topic of the pharmacology of the endocrine system. So what is endocrine system? Controls many body functions, exerts control by releasing special chemical substances into the blood called hormones. Hormone affect the other endocrine. What is hormone? A substance that is released in one tissue and travels through the circulation to target tissue. Hormones reach all parts of the body, but only target cells are equipped to respond. Hormones are secreted in small amounts and often in burst pulsatile secretion. Endocrine functions maintain internal homeostasis, support cell growth, coordinate development, coordinate reproduction, fertility, sexual function, facilitate response to external stimuli. So now my teammate will continue.
Generally, there are 4 classes of hormones. First one is peptide or protein, which ranges from 3 amino acid to 100 of amino acids in their size. Then second one is steroid. Third one is amine, which generally includes thyroid hormones as well as catecholamines. And fourth one is eicosanoids, which generally includes fatty acid derivatives. Then the hormone falls generally into 2 general classes based on their solubility in water. First one is water soluble and second one is lipid soluble. This water soluble includes amine, which is epinephrine, and peptide or protein hormones, as well as this lipid soluble hormones includes thyroid hormone, steroid hormone, and vitamin D3. So the sources of hormones are of 3 types: natural, biosynthetic, and synthetic. These natural sources are occurred from human and animals. From human, we get growth hormone, luteinizing hormone, FSH, and HCG. And from animal, insulin and T3 and T4 can be occurred. Biosynthetically, with the help of porcine and bovine, insulin can be occurred. And synthetically, most of the antagonists can be occurred. Also, with the DNA recombinant technology, we can produce synthetically hormones.
Now I will explain pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is divided into 2 groups and separated types of hormone production. The anterior pituitary makes and releases the hormones under the regulation of hypothalamus, and its part is growth hormone, thyroid stimulating hormone, adrenocorticotropic hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, and luteinizing hormone, and rest is prolactin hormone. Posterior pituitary stores and secretes hormones that are made in hypothalamus, that is oxytocin and antidiuretic hormone. Now controls of the anterior and posterior pituitary by the hypothalamus. Now anterior pituitary hormone, that is releasing and inhibiting hormones and release from the hypothalamus neurons into the hypothalamic pituitary portal system. Now hypothalamic releasing and hypothalamic inhibiting hormones, that is carried down to the pituitary stalk by the hypothalamic pituitary portal system. Next is hypothalamic releasing, and this inhibiting hormone will increase and decrease respectively and release the anterior pituitary hormone into the general circulation. Next, posterior pituitary hormone, that is oxytocin and vasopressin, are synthesized in the paraventricular and supraoptic nuclei of the hypothalamus. It is carried by the axonal transport down to the pituitary stalk. Next, the last, oxytocin and vasopressin are released into the general circulatory system, terminal bottom to the posterior pituitary.
Hypothalamic hormone. It secretes the growth releasing hormone, prolactin hormone, corticotropic releasing hormone, somatostatin, and gonadotropin releasing hormone, as well as prolactin. The gonadotropin releasing hormone, it stimulates the gonadotropic cell for the production and the release of luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. The growth hormone along with the somatostatin, they control the release of the growth hormone from the anterior pituitary. The prolactin is inhibited by dopamine. Thyrotropic releasing hormone, it stimulates the thyrotropic hormone and also used for diagnostic purpose of any kind of dysfunctioning regarding the thyroid gland. Protyerlin 4, it is used. The corticotropic releasing hormone, it stimulates both ACTH as well as the beta androtropic, which is similar to the peptide, and from the anterior pituitary. It is also used for the diagnostic purpose of the any kind of abnormality regarding the ACTH.
The hormone which is secreted from anterior pituitary. First one is growth hormone. Growth hormone derived from the somatotrope cells. Growth hormone is high concentration in the newborn. It is decreasing at the 4th year of the age, intermediate level, which is then maintained until the puberty. The growth hormone activity increase plasma free fatty acids, increase hepatic glucose output, decrease insulin sensitivity in muscles. Growth hormone excess mainly benign pituitary tumor. In adult, it's cause acromegaly. The treatment of excess growth hormone disorder is octreotides and bromocriptine. The second one is TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, also known as thyrotropin. Stimulates secretion of the thyroid hormone and growth of the thyroid gland. Diagnostic use of TSH is in patients who have been treated surgically for the thyroid carcinoma. The third one is ACTH, adrenocorticotropin hormone. Stimulate cortisol secretion by the adrenal cortex and promote the growth of the adrenal cortex. Diagnostic use of the ACTH is as a test of the capacity of adrenal cortex and produce cortisol.
Hormone secreted by anterior pituitary. Follicle stimulating hormone. FSH or follicle stimulating hormone in female, it is used for growth and development of ovarian follicle and for the production of estrogen by the ovaries. Whereas in male, it is used for the production of sperms. It has three types of preparation for clinical use. The first one is urofolitropin. Urofolitropin is a purified form of urine from a woman who is in postmenopausal phase. There are two recombinants. First one is folitropin alpha, the second one is folitropin beta. These can be used in combination to treat infertility in male as well as in female. The next hormone is luteinizing hormone. Luteinizing hormone or LH in female, it is used for ovulation and for the development of corpus luteum. It also helps in the production of sex hormones in females from the ovaries. In males, it is used to stimulate testes for the production of testosterone. Lutropin alpha. Lutropin alpha is used in combination with folitropin alpha, and it is used to stimulate the ovarian follicle in infertile women and with the deficiency.
Now let's move towards the posterior pituitary hormone. Posterior pituitary hormone secrete two types of hormone. One is oxytocin and one is vasopressin. Oxytocin, it is synthesized in the hypothalamus and transported to the posterior pituitary. It is an effective stimulant to the uterine contractions, and it is used intravenously to induce the reinforced labor pain. Induces the release of milk also. Sucking sends the message to the hypothalamus via the nervous system to release the oxytocin, which further stimulates the milk glands also. Clinical uses of the oxytocin. Induction of the labor and the control of the postpartum bleeding is the main clinical uses. The oxytocin is given to patient intramuscular and intravenous both. Now moves towards the adverse effect. Fetal distress, placental abruption and the uterine rupture. Excessive fluid retention is also the adverse effect of the oxytocin.
Vasopressin, that is antidiuretic hormone. It's synthesized in hypothalamus and then it transported to the posterior pituitary. The function of ADH is to increase the water conservation inside the body. When ADH will increase in our body, then kidneys will reabsorb the water, and when ADH will decrease inside our body, then kidneys release the water in the form of dilute urine. ADH will increase when BP falls down or else blood becomes too much salty. ADH also causes the peripheral blood vessel constriction to help elevate the blood pressure. Thank you.